somebody who could take me there, then leave me all alone. You say you will, but I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. Be there, be there, be there, be there. Times like these, everyone could use a hand, but we stand around fighting over memories of the promised land. It's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can only measure by degrees, but it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. Times like these, do I really need a billionaire who gets off every morning trying to tell me how he's treated unfair? Then I have to pay as the rest of the day we get divided into them and the we's. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're here then they're not. Every day I'm getting sick of losing something that I haven't got. I'm gonna try to run until the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But Lord, it's getting harder to stand in times like these. Like these, I wish I had a place to hide. Instead of coming all together, we're just adding to the great divide. I hope and I pray nearly every day I can somehow get my troubles some ease. But I gotta say it ain't looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're cold then they're hot. I'm just trying to keep the world from changing me to something I'm not. Well, I want to do my labor, hold my girl and help my neighbor, have a little hope for my dreams. Is that too much to ask in times like these? Yeah, I just want to do my labor, help the world and love my neighbor while I keep it on my joie de vivre. But it sure feels hard, darling, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Alone Together Tuesdays, episode 46. Yeah, good to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to play some music. I'm Carll. This is Adam Landry back here. I think Allison's going to join us at some point. And yeah, I like that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if this Instagram is working. I don't think it is.
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about it.
You want me to get it?
No. I don't care about those Instagram people anyway. Never liked them. Never liked them in the first place. All right. Cool. That takes the pressure off. I asked you where you've been, you said none, yeah. None of your business, don't you ask no more. You said if you would do a better job of listening, then maybe you would understand why I'm at the door. You just had to paint the porch ceiling turquoise. You said that's the way they do it in the South. You claimed it keeps out all the evil spirits. Sometimes I can't believe the words are coming out your mouth, but I try because I want to know your heart the best way that I can. Through the laughter and the pain and the sometimes just insane, girl, all I wanna do is be your man. Sometimes we'll pretend like we're strangers out there meeting up for the first time, and I'll be a doctor or a secret agent, just hoping that she'll laugh with me as I throw out my lines. To tell myself that I had it covered, that everything was where it needs to be. But then you showed up and you looked me over, and now I see, oh I see, now I see, darling, I see. So I try because I need to know your heart the best way that I can. For the laughter, for the pain, for the way you call my name, girl, all I wanna do is be your man. I asked you where you've been and you said none. None of your business, don't you ask no more. All right. And we are off. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. One more time, that's Adam Landry, actually co-writer of that song. He and I wrote that together. I'm going to adjust this in a minute here with the camera. We're going to get a little more of Adam. Because his left side's actually his best side. And it's just not right to like have him off the grid there like that. And I know we have some guitar players out there who like to see what he's doing with that particular hand. So, yeah. So Adam and I started that song, and it was sort of inspired by my wife. And I'm going to write a book one day called Stuff Amos Says. But that was one of those things. She said, none of your business. None of your business. And so we made a song out of it, and then she got a co-write on it as well. All right. Let's see. I don't really have this planned out. Let's just let's do this. This song called "My Friends."
Cool.
I don't know if you remember this one. If we played it before, and
I remember the title.
I don't know what key it's in. I have a lot of songs. I have a song called "Where Do All My Good Friends Go," and I got a song called "My Friends," and I got a. That's it. I only have two. I was gonna go on like there was more, but there's not. There's just the two songs. So let's do this one. That's not it. Hold on. It may take a second. I'll get it. I hightailed from my hometown. It's a hot mess when you're hellbound on my old friends. Look a little rough, dust in the blood. Prayed for the rain to drown in the flood with you, my old friends. My friends pick me up when I try to fall down. My friends, they make up for all my lost ground. My friends, they've seen every side of me. Santa Fe to Birmingham, you've always known the way I am. My old friends. Border town, that pretty dress, oh, it wasn't meant to be, I guess. My old friends. My friends spend my money every last chance. My friends, they done taught this devil to dance. My friends, they sing a wild melody. Singing songs throughout the night with you, my old friends. I got lost a while, fell off the map. I never planned on coming back to you, my old friends. My friends pick me up when I try to fall down. My friends, they make up for all my lost ground. My friends, they've seen every side of me. My friends spend my money in every last chance. My friends, they done taught this devil to dance. My friends, they sing a wild melody. Yeah, my friends, they sing a wild melody. All right. Nice job, Adam.
Thank you. That's a good one. As soon as I heard the D minor, I remembered it.
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed. You remembered it quicker than I did. Let's see. What was I going to do? I was going to have a drink. Welcome, everybody. Let me catch y'all up real quick. For those of y'all new to the program, the way this works is I do this every week. For now 46 weeks in a row. I think we had 1 week off. But every week I have a postcard that I give away as a sign of my appreciation for folks who contribute to the show. This week's postcard is Winnie. That's my dog Winnie. I don't think we've done this one before. We've done several of Winnie, but I don't think we've ever done this particular one. I don't know. Y'all will correct me and tell me if I'm wrong. Anything within reason. I mean, yeah, I'll send it. You just cover the cost of the stamp at least. And then if you contribute $30 or more, I'll send you a set list. This is from 2 weeks ago. I'll sign it and personalize it, and also the postcard and a sticker. So we'll get all kinds of stuff. And
and then the final thing that I'm going to mention here is if you share the show with folks or just like it on YouTube or whatever, just put in the comments that you've done that, and that really would help us out a lot. Get the crowd in here. This thing helps keep us afloat and helps us do some good out in the world. So the more the merrier. If you can share the show, we'll give away. We'll give away 5 set lists tonight. So $30 value, the set list, postcard, and a sticker. Callan will go and she runs this thing with me, and she'll go through and pick 5 winners, and we'll send that out to folks. So that's it. Let me get over here, make sure everybody can see everything, and bam. All right, let's play some music. I did my Patreon show last night, which was just, I do a concert a month just specifically for patrons. And this song was requested. I'm going to play it in the key of B. I want a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ripstore Cowboys, 5 junkies, red dirt plowboys, asphalt monkeys, holy rollers, signal callers, truck stop angels, backstreet brawlers, bands and groupies, guitar slingers, hallelujah, gospel singers, freight train mamas, pistol shooters. My first girlfriend works at Hooters, beans and biscuits in my cupboard. To rail wild up, and we all going down the road tonight. Drunken angels, blacktop racers, holy rollers, whiskey chasers, Lone Star drinkers, midnight ramblers, dirt road divas, highway gamblers, moonshine mamas, panty droppers, Dalai Lamas, old pill poppers, high school heroes, back row preachers, full all hustlers, tantric teachers, teenage cuties, politicking, Hare Krishna, feed me chicken. We all going down the road tonight. Blue jean babies, old heartbreakers, patty party with some Quakers, hard-worn highways, country singers, radios full of old right-wingers, session players, duct tape dealers, outlaw country, upkept stealers. Ain't no money in my wallet, broke again is what they call it. My grandmama's name was Spiller, Michael Jackson beat that Thriller. We all going down the road tonight. All right. One more. Shoebox gypsies, Mustang Sallies, don't go walking down dark alleys, needle pushers, horn rim glasses, rhinestone jumpsuit, backstage passes, blue plate specials, Luran platters, Japanese is all that matters, broken arrows, Gulf Coast kickers, who's your daddy, bumper stickers, on and on, and it's been a slow news day. Here we are again on this Tuesday, all going down the road tonight. Oh Lordy, that's a fun one. I think that's I wrote that song partly in the studio. I do it a lot. I'll start a song and then I'll get going to record and finish it there. I like to have a band with me sometimes. I don't know. It's evolved. The way I write songs has changed over the years, but there's a difference between just sitting by yourself in a hotel room going Ray Wiley Hubbard. You know, that's really was the whole motivation of the song. At first was to get Ray Wiley in it, and then having like Kenny Vaughan and or Jared Reynolds and or Adam Landry. I don't know why I pointed at you when I said Jared Reynolds. In the mix, but having a full band is just a different deal. But I was on tour. One of my very first tours, there's a wonderful band called the Greencards. Kim Warner, who I think plays Robert O'Keefe now these days, and his wife Carll Young. I'm bass, and Eamon McLaughlin, fiddle player, and at times Robbie Gerso, guitar player. Anyway, they're just killer bluegrass kind of Americana band, but Kim and Carol, when they weren't doing that, they backed me up, and which was a real coup for me certainly at that point in my career, because I was they were just so talented, and it felt really cool that I had these talented people playing with me. And so I booked a tour. I'd met them at Green Hall, and had lunch with them. I said, "Do you want to go on tour with me?" And they're like, "Sure." And I had nothing. I had one record in this kind of long trip, and I bought a van from a used car dealer in Crystal Beach, Texas. Here's some life advice for you. I'm finally reaching the point where I've lived long enough where I have not a ton of life advice, but I have a few things. Don't buy a car from a used car dealer on a beach. It's just
doesn't matter what beach.
Doesn't matter what beach. Yeah, I don't think vehicles that end up at the used car lot on a beach, particularly Crystal Beach, have had a good history. There's probably something that they're not telling you. And so I bought this van. It was such a beautiful van. It was a conversion van, 1983 Chevy conversion van, and it was beautiful. It was like maroon and gold, and on the interior was maroon, and it had like these plush seats and an 8-track player and a walkie-talkie and a wet bar and a card table, and it was track lighting. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. And I bought the thing. Sorry, let me get rid of this screen here. I bought the thing, drove to Austin from Crystal Beach to pick up Kim and Carol, and our first gig was in Little Rock, and we drove to Little Rock, and I was just living high. I was feeling really good about myself, but I noticed it took a lot of gas to get there. It took like 3 tanks of gas to get to Little Rock, which seemed excessive. But anyway, I was so happy I didn't care. We did the gig, it went great. Then we drove to Nashville, and our next gig was going to be somewhere around here. And the next morning we went out to the hotel parking lot, and the fire department was there because our van, my van, had a hole in the gas tank. And we had flooded the parking lot of the Holiday Inn here in Nashville. And so we had to cancel the next gig, spend $400 or $500 to get a new gas tank. And that was just the beginning. It went on and on and on. By the end of the tour, AAA had revoked me. And they did. I called them up and they're like, we can't do this anymore.
It's
it was
like
a
Louis
relationship.
Anderson's bit at the Chinese buffet. It's like, no more.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It was like you're in a bad relationship and somebody keeps coming back and be like, I swear I'll be better. And they're finally like, no, this is absurd.
That's so good.
You've been towed 12 times in 2 weeks. We can't keep doing this. So, anyway, I'll play more music in a minute here, but I'm trying to get to the end of this tale. But it just sort of went like that. The transmission went out, it was going out, and we were in North Carolina towards the tail end of the tour, and I remember that we were staying at a place called Lookout on Lookout Mountain or the Lookout Inn or something, and it was at the top of this really steep hill, and we start going up it, and we get about halfway up, and we can't go any further, and we just roll back down. We do this like 3 times, and finally we have to park the car, the van at the bottom of the hill and walk up. So it's just going like that. But finally we've got our last show, what we think is was our last show in South Carolina, and we played it, and we were going to drive straight home to Austin to see Casey Chambers play. So we're going to make this like 15-hour drive back to Texas. And I had bonused the band. It was just Kim and Carol. We were, all staying in one hotel room, and it was pretty lean days. And I bonused them each like $150 after a 3-week tour. I was feeling, I'd never had a band before, and I'd never done a good tour where I like made money. So I was feeling really good. I was like throwing money around. We're driving, we get about an hour out of the show, heading back to Texas, and the van just stops running. And we break down in a town called Gaffney, South Carolina, home of the Peach Pit Motel, where we went and stayed. They had a mechanical bull in the lobby of the Peach Pit Hotel. And we go in there, and it turns out the transmission had finally crapped out. It was going to be 5 days. So now I had to spend, not only buy a new transmission, but spend 5 days on hotel fees. And so I had to ask Kim and Carol for the money back that I'd given them. Which was really awful. And then we finally got it together, and we're leaving town, and we're going to make the drive again with our new transmission, and we're in Pearl, Mississippi. And I swear this is true. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. We're in Pearl, Mississippi, and listening to Bob Dylan sing "I've Stayed in Mississippi Way Too Long," a beautiful song. And I look in my side mirror, and there's fire coming out from underneath the van. And so I pull over. Kim grabs his very expensive mandolin. Carol gets out, and this is like, I don't remember what month it was, but it was cold. And we jump out into a ditch, because we're just ready for the thing to explode, like on the A-Team or something. And it turned out the catalytic converter had just caught on fire, and fortunately the whole van didn't blow up, but it was shot. So we got towed again into town. We got a Holiday Inn in Pearl, Mississippi, and Kim and Carol immediately got the Greyhound, got the phone book out and found the Greyhound bus and caught the first bus back to Austin. And that was it. They didn't talk to me for a few weeks after that. I finally got the thing fixed, and was heading home, but it would only go like 40 miles an hour. So it took me like 2 days to get from Pearl, Mississippi back to Houston. And anyway, we'll do this. Key of G. Well, I've been everywhere, boys. I've been everywhere. I crossed the desert bare, man. I breathe that mountain air. Travel, I've done my share. I've been everywhere. I've been to Houston, 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 Bolivar, Beaumont. I've been everywhere. Chugged on every nug. Man, I've got that bug. I've done every drug. And I'm out all night, all chew it all, sick it all, shoot it all, take it all, put it all, do it all, perk it and wrist and can't walk or stay codeine, Benjamin. Shoot it up, turn green, quail it in the mood, get dude. Everybody says I'm a stupid dude. I've done every drug. Rex Bell and Mickey White, the Hemorrhage Mountain Boys. Came up with that beautiful number.
Wasn't that in an ad? A big time ad campaign?
Well, not that one. I mean, there's the Johnny Cash song, I've Been Everywhere,
Right.
and there's been like 100 different versions of it. There's a Canadian version, there's a Texas version,
Right.
and there's all kinds of different things.
It was like Expedia, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But that one was, I don't know if that was fit for TV. Might all, night all, two and all, sick it all, shoot it all, take it all, something all, do it all. Percodan, Tristan, can't walk or stand. Codeine, Benzedrine, shoot it up, turn green. Quaalude, prelude, in the mood, get nude. Everybody says I'm a stewed dude.
That's good.
They have another sign goes, what's your sign? This is funny ballad. Okay, let's see. Well, we were actually going to do a Johnny Cash song. If I can, let's have a drink first, and then we'll do back to back.
JC.
Yeah, Cash inspired. I've never played this one before, so we'll see how it goes. You've been warned. Let's see here. On a Monday, I was arrested. On a Tuesday, they locked me up in jail. On a Wednesday, my trial it was contested. And on a Thursday, they said guilty, and the judge's gavel fell. I got stripes around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. On a Monday, I got my striped breeches. On a Tuesday, I got my ball and chain. On a Wednesday, I'm working digging ditches. On a Thursday, Lord, I begged them not to knock me down again. I got stripes across my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. Monday, my mama came to see me. On a Tuesday, they called me with a file. On a Wednesday, I'm down in solitary. On a Thursday, I start on bread and water for a while. I got stripes across my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. All right.
That's a good one.
We made it. Not bad for the first time.
Modulation.
I like modulation. Yeah, I nailed that. I'm quite impressed with myself.
Nailed it.
Let me check in with everybody real quick and just see how we're doing here. Let's see. Maria says, loving the guitar, Adam.
Thank you, Maria.
Stephen Jules Rubin says, tip from afar. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Stephen. Connie says, almost done. Leadbelly did it best. Sorry, Hayes. Them's fighting words. Yes, I'm sure Leadbelly did it much more authentically than I did. Let's see. Have you ever sang The Race Is On by George Jones? I don't think he wrote it, but it's the version I know. Would love to hear it. I don't think I ever have. Well, the race is on. What key am I in here? Well, the race is on, and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartaches are running to the inside. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm about to fall. That was a terrible. I started off too high, and I don't remember the words, and I'm not very good. So that's a lethal trifecta of mediocrity, or just straight out badness. But thank you for asking. That's a good song idea. You know what I have done, although I haven't done it for a while, but I used to do this. I should get this version. There's a live version somewhere of me doing White Lightning at the House of Blues in Houston, with Robert Ellis taking a verse, Shovels and Rope taking a verse, and me doing a verse, and then my band, which had 2 guitar players at the time, and then Robert Ellis did a solo. So we had this total guitar army going on, and Carrie Ann singing. It was really fun, and I shouldn't even attempt this because I don't have the lyrics in front of me. But let's see. Well, back in Carolina, way back in the hills, left my old pappy and he had him still. He brewed white lightning till the sun went down, and he filled him a jug and he passed it around. Mighty, mighty, please, baby, gon' squeeze it. Woo, white lightning. Well, Revenue came and he said, I'm tough. I think I wanna try that powerful stuff. He took one slug and washed it on down. I could hear him a moaning as he hit the ground. Mighty, mighty, please, baby, gon' squeeze it. Ooh, white lightning. Yeah, the G-Man team and a river nurse too, searching all places where they made a brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my baby kept on cooking, singing. Ooh, white lightning. I think I wanna try that powerful stuff. I already did this the first, I think, but that's okay, cause it's about a drink. Mighty, mighty, please, baby, gon' squeeze it. Ooh, white lightning. Yeah, the G-Man team and the revenues too, searching all place where they made the brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my baby kept on cooking, singing. Ooh, wow, white lightning. White lightning. Yeah, it's been a while since I did that one. I got like 40% of the lyrics there, I think.
White lightning.
All right. Let's see. I had a song in mind. And we got some magic tricks. We got some really cool magic tricks, actually. Let's do one right now. I'm kind of excited about these. I mean, I'm always excited about Eli's tricks, but I thought this was really cool. Oh yeah, thank you, Susan. Susan Ramirez is a regular on the show, and she does this amazing thing where she always finds the lyrics for the song. Like as soon as I start singing it, and I asked my old pappy while he called his brew White Lightning instead of Mountain Dew. I took one little sip and right away I knew as my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue. I forgot about that verse. That's a great one. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do some magic. As some of y'all probably know, my son Eli is a magician, and most every week he sends in some videos to the show for your viewing pleasure. And which is great because not only do I get to see him do his thing, but it also makes this, as far as I know, the only show that has both magic and music in it. So I think that's why I'm dominating the ratings. It's like Friends, Dallas, and then I'm somewhere right in between. Alone Together Tuesdays. That's what they tell me anyway. That's what management has to say. All right, here is this trick. I'm going to build it up. He's got 2 tricks. I'm going to do them back to back. The first one is a good trick, but it's just setting you up for number 2. All right, here we go. All right, that's pretty cool. This next one involves, so usually it's Eli's very silent and you can't even see his face. But this next one, he kind of stepped out a bit. Not only is he making noise and you can see his face, there's other people involved. I don't know how well you can hear it, we'll see. But here is magic trick number 2. Y'all ready? This was a good one. And the best part is the reaction at the end, but I'm not gonna tell you how to view this thing. You just watch it and make it what you will. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Right. All right.
Okay? Yeah. He drew an X. Okay? Just like that.
And he said, all humans are inherently interconnected with each other. We may be individuals, right? On our own right. We may be individuals, but
Laura, it's gonna show up on your
way,
hand.
In some way, we are connected with each other.
I concur.
Well, in some way, we have a soul, right? In some way, we are. You would agree with that, right? In some way, we are connected with each other, right? When I draw an X on my hand, in some ways it is part of me. In some ways, my hand is your hand.
Wait.
Laura, don't cry.
Can you do it again? Go again. Look at me.
Here's my hand.
Do it again.
Huh? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right. Well, let's play some more music here. This is in the old G sharp, A flat, something or other situation.
All right.
Boom. All right, here we go. Took all my clothes and they took all my money. They told me dirty jokes, not a damn one funny. It'd have been alright if they'd have seen my honey. Hey baby, where you been? Well, I wear big britches and I walk real tall. I'm eating sweet potatoes if I'm eating much at all. I wake up in the morning just a talking to the wall. Hey baby, where you and all my life I tried so hard to find, but you just kept running around and around my mind. Well, now build me a rainbow tall and high, sit me in the clouds, even moonbeam pie. I'd walk across the valley just to hear you sigh. Hey baby, where you been? Oh man. walking around the corner with a Ford with blues, and he would have bet $1, but he might have had to lose. Hey, baby, where you went? And I can't go north 'cause I can't stand snow. I start drinking heavy when the cold winds blow. I better stick around for just one last show, saying, hey, baby, where you been? I walked in till my heart was black and blue, just searching for a chase so sound of you. Well, now build me a rainbow tall and high, sit me in the clouds eating moonbeam pie. I walk across the valley just to hear you sigh. Hey, baby, where you been? Hey, baby, where you been? All right. Hey, baby,
Where you
been? All right, that's Adam Landry back there making the sweet sounds on the electric guitar. I think Allison might come here and join me in a little while. I'm not sure, but there's a chance. And so I see some requests for songs that are might be benefited by her voice and presence. So I'm gonna wait till she comes to sing things like Jesus and Elvis and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's do this. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm sorry. Just let's get rid of that capo. I'm not sure I've done this ever on this show. I'm kicking around some covers and just like the sun over the mountaintops, you know I'll always come again. You know I love to spend my morning time like sunlight dancing on your skin. I've never gone so wrong as for telling lies to you. What you see is what I've been. There's nothing that I can hide from you. You know me better than I can. And out on the road that lies before me now, there are some times where I will spend and I only hope that you hold me now till I can gain control again. lighthouse, you must stand alone. To landmark a sailor's journey's end. But no matter what sea that I've been sailing on, you know I'll always roll this way again. And out on the road that lies before me now, there are some times where I will spend and I only hope that you'll hold me now till I can gain control again.
Nice.
Been a minute. Been a minute since I did that one. All right, let's see here. How's everybody doing? My favorite Rodney Crowell song, says Paula Austin. Yes, what a beautiful song. And let's see. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, one more reminder. Tonight's postcard, if you contribute to the show, is our very bad dog, Winnie. She's so bad. And she's getting me in so much trouble. This morning, Allison and I got in a fight in the front yard, like 6 a.m.
Which is the only place to get into a fight.
At 6 a.m. Allison yesterday spent all day planting rose bushes and just working on the front yard. Finally got a day off. She's been producing my record with Kenny Greenberg, and we finished on Friday our recording stuff. Now we're just mixing. And it's very exciting. We got a bunch of great new songs I'm really excited about. But we've been working really hard. And finally had a day off, and Allison just took full advantage, and or no, this was on Sunday, and she just kind of spent all day out there in her happy place, working on the yard, get all this soil and plants and pottery and all kinds of things, and put it all in there and made it look great. And then our dog, who has eaten the porch swing, the 4 Adirondack chairs in the yard, the hardwood floor. She's getting to the point she just eats the floor. Like, there's nothing to even put your teeth around, but she just is like, eats the floor. And her cashmere blanket, like all kinds of stuff. It's a long list. The couch, the really nice leather couch, like all kinds of stuff. So it's been rough for a while, but Winnie has sort of gotten better as she's grown up. But the other morning she went out, this morning she went out and she ate these rose bushes that Allison was very excited about. The buds were coming in. It was all looking really nice. And she was very excited. And for some reason, when this stuff happens, rather than get mad at the dog, Allison gets mad at me. As if I did it. She's like, get your goddamn dog back. And I felt bad for the neighbors. They had to hear us. No, I felt bad for my wife. It sucks. The dog is very frustrating. Anyway, my point was that postcard, I send it out to anybody who contributes to the show, and a portion of the proceeds, actually all the proceeds, will go towards repairing the damage that Winnie has done this week. Usually we give it to a charity or a good cause. This week it's just all going into like buying myself back into my good graces with my life.
The Winnie rehabilitation.
Yes, with the small exception of the percentage that goes to Eli for his magic tricks. I pay him for magic, and so he gets a piece of the pie. 0.2%, I think it was.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. So if you want to reward Eli for that hard work, if you want to support a teenager chasing the dream, just send your money on over, and I'll make sure he gets part of it. All right, let's do this. Yeah. G, sorry, wrong key. I keep knocking over whiskeys. No one's laughing at my jokes. They got me spinning around in circles like a tin can in the spokes. When I left town this morning with a smile upon my face, ah, babe, I swear I never knew I'd end up in this place. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. If I get back home to Houston, I'm gonna tip my hat and cry. When I left, I was a younger man, too proud to say goodbye. I'm gonna wake up in the morning with a conscience 10 feet tall. I'm gonna lay my head down wiser, or I won't lay down at all. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. Could reach, and now I can't ask a question without you giving a speech. Oh, you said I never cared, babe, but you know that isn't true. It's just the only thing you asked of me is one thing I can't do. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. Run away, little darling, leave it with a smile. I'm knocking over whiskeys and I will be for a while. All right, right on cue. Miss Moorer has arrived. I was gonna say arisen, but that would mean you're declined. I don't know what it would mean. Please, Allison, come join us before I talk anymore.
Declined or reclined?
Reclined? I don't know. I can't. Words
We were
not
just talking
so
about
good
some
much.
rose bushes.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
sorry. I figured she was watching the stream.
Yeah.
No, I was working myself, actually.
You were doing your own concert.
I was.
How'd it go?
It went well.
Good.
I got emotional, of course, because I always get emotional.
Yeah?
I shouldn't say always, but I often do.
When you sang?
Well, no, not. It's when people tell me their stories and when there's, there just is a lot of loss and hurt.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I sing, I can't help but think about who I'm singing to, and their story, or whatever that they've shared with me, and it's heavy. It's a lot. I have feelings. I'm dramatic. Anyway, I'm like, I can't possibly.
Well,
he laughs at me. He's just like, you're so dramatic. But he's never, ever tried. Born to be mild.
Born to be mild.
That's good. But he does laugh at me often because I'm always about to go over the edge about something.
I told him we got in a fight this morning at 7
That
a.m. in
wasn't
the
a
front
fight.
yard.
That was not a fight.
That was a one-sided.
Me. That was me throwing a fit because the dog ate my rose bushes and tore down the protective covers. And you're supposed to be watching.
I know. I explained it all to him.
It wasn't a fight. That was an outburst, which I apologize for. I threw a tomato cage across the yard.
You did. You totally WWF that. She picked up this case with the dog and she
okay.
goes,
Listen. I was trying. I planted 2 new rose bushes yesterday.
I told him the whole thing.
2 new rose bushes. And
We've been working hard on the record, and this is your happy place, and you finally got a day off, and you spent the afternoon planning it, and blah, 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 and the dog has done all this damage. I told them all.
I had to cut down the 2 rose bushes on either side of the front steps because she wore them down, a little numb. She ate them. Who eats thorny rose bushes? Ate them.
She eats thorns.
So I had to, they're about this. Now, the good news is they're coming back real full, but...
Why your accent just
Still,
kicked in
they're
there.
about this tall. I had to cut them down to the nub.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, you totally hurled that. I forgot about that. She picked it up 2 hands over her head and threw it across the yard.
Well, listen, I had frustrated myself because when he came in this morning and he told me about the rose bushes being gnawed on, I got pissed, and so I knew I was like, I have to do something, and I have to do something right away. I don't have time to go to Home Depot to get some contraption. I have to do something to protect my roses. My beautiful David Austin roses that I bought on sale. And so I said, I know I've got some tomato cages down in the basement. I'll go get those, and those will be a temporary. Well, that was a futile attempt. I couldn't get them down in the pot, and then they're too open anyway. It would have been just like, there are huge gaps, and what good is that going to do? None. And so I frustrated myself even more. So then I was just mad at everybody, and I threw the tomato cages. But then I picked them up, and then I threw them again out in the back.
In the front yard this morning.
When you didn't even see.
What brought this up is that's our postcard this week. So, and I labeled it Our Very Bad Dog, Winnie Bird Carll. Anyway, I had a request for something that I would love for you to help me with.
All right.
Somebody asked for Jesus and Elvis.
Okay.
And actually, now that I've got you, I'd love for you to just play one of your own a little bit. That's okay. You can tell me no. Just poke me in the ribs or something. But
All right.
if you're up for it.
Sure.
Jesus and Elvis. I forgot to put the graphic up here, so let me do this real quick, and there we go. Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again, oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. Lola built this joint in '67, and a boy went off to fight on Christmas Eve. And oh, nobody won, and she lost her only son. Now everything he loved is what you see. Jesus and Elvis, painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again, oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. Lola told him Jesus loves a sinner, and his daddy told him music saved his soul. Between the drunkards and the band, it's a fitting promised land, for the King of Kings and the King of Rock and Roll. Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. Alright. So if you need a shot of Dickel or redemption, where the Delta meets the Sea of Galilee, a kid washed in the blood of the Mississippi mud. Come on, you non-believers, and you'll see Jesus and Elvis painted on velvet, hanging at the bar here every night. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. It's good to be back again. Oh, me and my old friends, beneath the neon cross and a string of Christmas lights. By and by, Lord, by and by. By and by, Lord, by and by. Yes. All right. Let's see here. I had this one on my list too. Nobody requested it, but I like it. I'm requesting it. This is one that the three of us wrote together. I think it was the first song that the three of us wrote together. We've written several songs together, but this was the first one. And,
Be there?
yeah.
It's a good one.
It is. You look like a tragedy that just hasn't happened yet. And I've been on a losing streak, and I'm trying to forget. You act like we were meant to be, like country songs in Tennessee. Baby, I need to believe, 'cause I want you so bad. And you say you will, but I know you won't. Yeah, I know you won't. I know you won't be there. You got leaving in your eyes. Oh, and I don't wanna see it. It'll turn your promise into lies, no matter how you try to keep it. And I'm standing at the edge of town, the bell heavy as the sun goes down. So tired of going round and round, I wanna take you at your word. And you say that you will, but I know you won't. Yeah, I know you won't. I know you won't be there. You feel like a memory of something that I've never known. Somebody who could take me there. Somebody who could take me home. Will you play us a song?
It's dreamy.
Dreamy?
Mhm.
What was dreamy?
What do you want me to play?
I don't know. When you came in and were telling me about your show, I was thinking about Heal.
Mm-hmm.
You may be burned out on that, but if not, that would be a cool one.
Okay. I don't burn out on it. It's like a very good friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, can I pass you this guitar?
Sure. Absolutely. Maybe you know it.
Okay.
Or you did it
Yes.
one time. You did one night at least.
For those of y'all just joining in, I'm Hayes Carll. This is my wife Allison Moorer. Behind us back there is Adam Landry. And this is episode 46 of Alone Together Tuesdays. We're very grateful to you for being here. And we got some songs left to play. We've been at it for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. But more to come. So tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife. Come join us.
How's your kids? How's your wife? How's your husband too?
That's what I was going for.
How'd you what?
Oh. And now I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the show.
I wrote this with Mary Gaucher,
There you go, Shay.
who was over today.
Came by the house today. Yeah.
No matter how I try, I wind up on the ground. Another orphan waiting in the lost and found, over and over. I take it on the chin, fists up to the world, fighting the fight I cannot win. Help me lay my weapons down, help me give the love I feel, help me hold myself with kindness, help me heal. Remove all other faults and show me what is real. Oh Lord, help me heal. Yeah, I'm tough, but I wasn't born this way. I grew hard because I had to, carrying the weight. Wanna let it go, I wanna set it free. But everywhere I turn, the fight follows me. Help me lay my weapons down, help me give the love I feel, help me hold myself with kindness, help me heal. Remove all other faults and show me what is real. Oh Lord, help me heal. Help me lay my weapons down, help me give the love I feel, help me hold myself with kindness, help me heal. Remove all other faults and show me what is real. Oh Lord, help me heal. Oh Lord, help me heal. Hey.
I just read a comment on here from Jamie Benson Acton. She says, I'm terminally ill and going out isn't an option at this point, so these shows are my escape. Jamie, praying for you, and we're grateful that you're here. All right, well, you passing it back to me?
You don't want it?
Yeah, I do want it. I was just looking at this today and just thinking about, it's been 20 years that I've had this guitar. There's not many, I don't hang on to things. I mean, I do, like, I'm a bit of a hoarder, but it's just kind of junk. I don't have many items that I prize.
True.
Most of the things that I really prize, you've given me.
Oh.
But this is one thing that I was looking at it today thinking, that song, All the Stories We Could Tell. Great song. I need to play that on here. And if it all blew up and goes to hell,
Stories your guitar can tell.
I can still see you sitting on a bed in some hotel, singing all the stories we could tell. And I just thought of the life this instrument has had, but also just like how good it's been to me. It's only guitar. It's been my guitar for 20 years. And when I was thinking these thoughts, I was thinking back to a night at this festival in Manitoba where this guy in another band got real drunk, and I was probably drunker, but he scraped my guitar, and I remember being really pissed about it. But now I was looking at it today, and I go, I can't figure out where it is. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
got some miles on her.
Yeah. Anyway.
High mileage.
High mileage. What did you say the other day?
I was referring to myself.
Yeah, high mileage more. What was that what was the context? Because you were saying,
I said, I got some miles on me.
Yeah.
I said, high mileage.
Just made me laugh.
Late model, high mile. But not really a late model. It's kind of an antique at this point.
What was the other thing you said
Had
that
to
was so
ask him
funny?
right now.
I told him I was gonna write a book. I
need a replacement. Re-engine replacement.
Called Shit Amo Says. Anyway, there's all kinds of good stuff that comes out of your mouth. Let's do...
I got the opening line of my next book the other day.
Yeah.
I did. Talking to my best friend.
For those of you
I
who
was
don't
like,
know,
whoa, wait a minute. Let me write that down.
Allison has written one book called Blood, which came out in 2019.
October 2019. Mm-hmm.
That's right. 2020, nothing. I don't know.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
And it's beautiful and wonderful. And then she's just finished a second book that's going to be out in October of this year, called I Dream He Talks to Me. And now she's working on her third book, or just in her mind. But she's written one line.
I'm not working on any books. I'm going to take some time to research.
Yeah.
One that I want to write.
In the meantime, let's sing a song here.
Yes, do. Let's do.
I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. It seems I spent all my life searching for that four-leaf clover.
Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too, and that's the way love goes.
That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never all it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. And honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. And honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. And honey, I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
All right, I'm
Makes
gonna
me
go.
happy. All right, baby.
I've got to do some stuff.
All right. Very important things happening.
They are important things. I'm trying to finish up your new record.
I told them we've been working hard. We got some good songs.
And I've got to finish John Henry's jacket before he gets home.
Yeah.
On Friday. I promised that would be done. And I need to cook some dinner.
All right.
Here I go. Okay. Bye, y'all.
But
Bye, Lynch. Give my love to me.
I will.
All right. That was Allison Moorer. And now I expect to see like half the audience leave, but that's okay. It was good while it lasted. And I'm going to do a song here that I've never played and I probably don't really know very well. I've never played with you. I used to play a long time ago, but and I meant to play it this winter when it was very cold. But it goes like this. Let's see. E flat.
Okay.
A little bit of whiskey and then a little cup of tea, just to take the chill out of old frozen meat. I got my shovel, I got my glove, I got trouble with my true love. Me and the missus, we've been fighting again. I won't talk and she won't listen. Some say true love is a game for fools, but every time I play, she keeps changing the rules. I wanna go inside, I wanna warm up, drink a little whiskey from a little teacup. The snow keeps falling, been falling all day. The weather report says there's more coming our way. A little bit of whiskey and a little cup of tea, just to take the chill out of old frozen meat. I got my liquor, I got my cup, a little bit of whiskey and a little teacup. doing good until I forgot the last couple lyrics. It's a funny mental thing when you're playing, because sometimes, you know, it's muscle memory. Some of these songs I haven't played in 20 years, and then I'll just pull them out and I'll go, oh, I think I can remember this, and then I don't. Or you have to have faith in yourself. Like, as I was coming around the bend on after one of those little couplets, we were playing the instrumental part, and I was like, I'll remember. I don't remember what comes next, but I'm going to just trust. I'm just going to breathe and trust that the words are going to come to my mind. Mm-hmm. And often they do, but then sometimes they don't. And I don't know. It's why I hate performing at award shows or anything where it's just a one-off. Like, you don't have time to get comfortable. Award shows or cameos, like if somebody calls you up on stage, and it just feels like a lot of pressure because it's not my crowd. I haven't worked up any kind of rapport with them, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I got one shot to like impress you, and then I struggle with anxiety at different points in my life. I've had some pretty severe anxiety issues, and so it can like go from like being this really cool thing to like, hey, I'm on an award show, or so-and-so just called me up on stage to sing, to, oh my God, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, and I just want to crawl up in a ball. And so anyway, that was not what was happening just there. I was not crawling up in a ball. It was more like, I don't think I'm going to remember the words this time, and then I didn't, and it's okay. But there have been times in my life where that pressure has gotten to me for sure. So anyway, all right. Well, enough about that. I didn't expect to go into all that. Let's see here. If I forget the words, I just sing the alphabet song. Remember where I'm at. Me too. All right. Yeah. All right. Looks like y'all relate. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida. I don't know why somebody said the alphabet song. It reminded me of the state song when I was a kid. All right, let's see. What else we got here? Oh, you know what? I did this the other night. I did a cameo of this song for a woman's birthday. And I played it last night as a request for my Patreon concert. I'm going to do it again. This is a John Prine song. Sorry, that last song was Bill Morrissey. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is a John Prine song, and it was one of my favorites. It was one of the first songs I performed in public, talking about public performances. I went to college at a little school called Henry's College in Conway, Arkansas. And it was a dry county, so there was no bars to play it, but they had this little thing they called the Coffee House. It was basically like a talent show, and you could get up and play. And I remember my first performance I ever did, I did Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, and Walkin' Blues, a Robert Johnson song, with a guitar player friend of mine who's now like a brain surgeon, but he was actually a great guitar player. And then the second Coffee House I ever did, I played this song. No capo necessary. When I woke up this morning, things are looking bad. Seemed like total silence was the only friend that I had. A bowl of oatmeal tried to stare me down and won. And it was 12 o'clock before I realized I was having no fun. Ah, but fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it'll last a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone? I was just trying to have me some fun. Well, last time I checked my bankroll, it was getting thin. Sometimes it seems like the bottom is the only place that I've been. I chased a rainbow down a one-way street, dead end, and all my friends turned out to be insurance salesman. Oh, but fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone? I'm just trying to have me some fun. Well, I sat down in my closet with all my overalls, just trying to get away from all the years inside my walls. I dreamed the police heard every word I thought. What then? And I went to court and the judges named me was off man. Ah, but fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it'll last a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone? I'm just trying to have me some fun. Well done, son of a gun, hot dog bun, Attila the Hun. My sister is a nun. Oh, Mr. Prime. Mr. Prime. All right, that was a great John Prine. For those of y'all that aren't familiar, one of my favorite songs of his. Yeah. I just remember discovering that for the first time and going, how does this exist? Like, it was such a fun period of musical discovery for me. You know, when I was a kid, I just, mostly listened to the radio, and that was wonderful. And, I had all the country stations, the 80s and 90s country stations, and then some classic country stations, and I got my fill of that. And then the classic rock stations, which were amazing, and then whatever contemporary pop and rock stuff was happening. But as I became a teenager, I started getting into songwriters, and then I just remember that sense of discovery when you would go to, start maybe with Dylan, and then Chris Christopherson, and then John Prine, and Townes Van Zandt, and on. Just how exciting it felt to find somebody that spoke this language that moved you, and like the whole world didn't know about. It felt like. I know Chris Christopherson and John Prine and Townes Van Zandt are very iconic, well-known people, but not as famous as a lot of people that covered their songs. And in many cases, like Townes, particularly 20 years ago, it was pretty underground in a way. Your typical person wasn't that familiar with him. So anyway, point being, there's so many great songwriters out there, and probably most people go through a period where they're discovering their own stuff and finding their own tastes. And I just remember that being so exciting, such a fun period of time. All right, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm sorry I'm kind of rambling here. Let's see. Let's do a couple more. Probably ought to wrap it up fairly soon here. I'll do one or two of my own, but I want to do one more cover. Since we're talking about it, I'm going to do this song here. This was an incredibly influential one for me. I don't know why I did that intro, because it doesn't make sense at all. Alright, here we go. My memory of this song was, I was at my girlfriend Nikki Matijevich's house. Nikki has sadly passed away a couple years ago, but her parents had this record, Chris Christopherson's greatest hits. And they put this on. I remember lying on the floor, on the carpeted floor of their house. They all smoked inside the house. It was the parents and the kids and everything. And we were lying on the floor, and the record started with this song. And it started with Chris talking, and Chris' voice going. Started out writing this song about Norman Norbert, Funky Donnie Frit, Dennis Hopper. It goes on and on. I'm like, what is this? Who starts a song like this? Who dedicates it to Dennis Hopper? Who has friends named Funky Donnie Frit? Chris Christopherson. I see him wasted on the sidewalk in his jacket and his jeans, wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile. Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, which he spent like they was going out of style. But he keeps right on the change, for the better or the worse, searching for a shrine he's never found. Never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse, or if the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, and he's a pusher. He's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. He has tasted good and evil in your bedrooms and your bars, and he's traded in tomorrow for today, running from his devil's lord and reaching for the stars, and losing all he loves along the way. But if this world keeps right on turning, for the better or the worse, all he ever gets is older and around. From the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse, all the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, and he's a pusher. He's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, but taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. There's a lot of wrong directions on that lonely way back home. What a song. What a song. Anyway, I heard that and I said, man, I want that gig. Yeah. What a badass.
Did you ever meet him?
I've met him twice, or 3 times. 3 times. The first time was, no, I've met him twice, sorry. The first time was at Jack Ingram, Matthew McConaughey, Mac Brown festival thingy. And I met him on the way in and took a photo with him. I was performing at the deal, and he was sort of the guest of honor. And that was cool to meet him, but it was like a line of like 200 people. Mm-hmm. But what was really cool about that night, I've told this story before, but it was at the Moody Theater in Austin. It holds about 2,000 people. And he was the guest of honor, and he played, but then he just sat on the stage for all the other acts.
Oh, cool.
So he just sat there with McConaughey and Jack, whoever else. But, I mean, this is... he's on my Mount Rushmore, like a million other songwriters, I'm sure. So it was just really, really cool that he was up there, and I was on stage with Todd Snyder, Bob Schneider, and Bruce Robeson, I think. The four of us were up there, and we were singing and telling stories. And I did a song. I think I told that story that I just told about hearing Chris for the first time. With there were some other bad jokes in that story that I'm not going to repeat now. But anyway, I just told the story about that and how it changed my life. And then I played some songs. And afterwards, we were the last songwriters up there. And when it was over, we say goodnight, everybody. McConaughey comes out, gives everybody tequila, and then we say goodnight. And the crowd is applauding, and I stand up, and Chris comes over and shakes my hand. And he says, son, if I had anything to do, or the idea that I had anything to do with what you just played makes an old man very proud.
Oh, cool.
Something to that effect.
Wow.
It's like, I'm standing there shaking the hand of my hero in front of 2,000 people who are on their feet applauding, and he's leaning into my ear talking to me and saying that basically he just really dug what I just did, and that it makes him proud to know that he had an influence on me. And man, I'm tearing up thinking about it, but it really moved me. And then the other time I met him was at Newport Folk Festival. And I went out there and played, and I was walking back to the parking lot to go find my car, and I saw him and his daughter out there. And I asked him if we could take a photo together, and we did. And it's really funny because Chris is like 75 years old, or he's up there. And the photo, I was not in the best of shape, and Chris is wearing his typical like t-shirt, and his biceps are showing. And the dude is ripped.
Yeah.
At 70 whatever. And I was kind of like pudged out, and it's just like the difference was kind of remarkable. So it's like, in his 70s, he's still making us feel inferior on all levels. But anyway.
That's cool.
All right, let's do a few more songs here. We've been talking long enough. I hope y'all are doing okay, everybody. One more time, I'm just going to remind you before we wrap this up that we do... Okay, we'll see if this works. Somebody... Oh, no. Sorry. I didn't mean to do any of that. The live stream will be... You can watch the replay on YouTube. I hope you do. Send your friends, send your neighbors, send your kids, send your wife. And... this week's postcard, one more time, if you contribute to the show, I will sign this, I'll personalize it, and mail it to you as a sign of my appreciation. That's my dog Winnie, my very bad dog Winnie. But your tips and contributions help us keep going here. And it's been over a year since the pandemic hit for us, and I came home from a tour. I've had 7 shows in the last year. I used to do 200 plus shows a year. So anyway, my income kind of completely disappeared, but this thing has been a godsend. And so thank you guys for being on here and for supporting us. And there's on the horizon, I have shows next month. I have 3 things. I'm going to do Word of South Festival down in Atlanta. No, not in Atlanta, Tallahassee. I don't know why I said Atlanta. And then I'm doing a festival in Key West called the Mile Zero Fest, which is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of great acts there. And then I also have a show at the City Winery here in Nashville. A couple shows that'll go on sale. Maybe already be on sale. So, a little bit of work starting to show up. But it hadn't gotten here yet. So, in the meantime, this is really great for us to have you guys supporting us. So that was the postcard set list. If you contribute $30 or more, I'll send you a set list and a postcard and a sticker. And that's all I got to say about that. So, let's go back to here and... here, and let's play some music. Do you remember the intro to Hard Out Here?
In the key of D, correct?
Key of D. That's what I'm talking about. After all these years of running around, all this flying high and falling down. Well, I gotta get back to the way I was. I'm gonna turn it round, darling, just because everybody's talking about the shape I'm in. They said, boy, you ain't a poet, just a drunk with a pen. Over and over, again and again. Lord, they don't know about the places I've been. It gets hard out here, I know it don't look it. I used to have heart, but the highway took it. The game was right, but the deal was crooked. I'll make it perfectly clear, it gets hard out here. There must be something I'm missing. My mama told me I should have gone into easy listening. I joined up with a band cause I thought it was cool. Lord, I guess I should have just gone back to school. And all pretty darling, it's gonna be okay. You know, one of these days I'm gonna take you away. She said, oh sweet daddy, you're probably right. I think you might get lucky, but it won't be tonight. It gets hard out here, I know it don't look it. I used to have heart, but the highway took it. The game was right, but the deal was crooked. I'll make it perfectly clear, it gets hard out here. I know it don't seem it. I said I'd try, but I never did mean it. Nobody's listening, so we might as well scream it. Oh God, we're all out of beer. It gets hard out here. I can't wait to get the band back together and be playing songs like that. That should be fun. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do here? Let's do a couple more.
I got a request.
Yeah, what's that?
Let's try Chickens.
Oh, that's right.
That's my favorite song stream. But let's try it the up tempo way, like on the record.
Okay.
You want to try it?
Sure. You may have to start it off because I don't remember. Is it still an A?
Key of A.
Okay. I got chickens in my front yard. What they do is scratch and play. Yeah, I got chickens in my front yard. What they do is scratch and play. Come supper time, I go out there, go find one and raise an egg. It's just hungry is what I am. No, it ain't mean this year. It's just hungry is what I am. There ain't nothing in this world better than a fried chicken, yes man. And if it rains today, backyard of time. If it rains today, what a backyard of time. If it don't Linwood. Yeah, I'm sitting on my porch swing, watching the sky with Linwood. There's an old crow dancing on the clothesline, counting his toes and feeling good. One time. It's just hungry is what I am.
Yeah. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Well, everybody, thank y'all so much for joining us once again. Episode 46. Almost in the books. And yeah, just feel an immense amount of gratitude to be alive, to be making music, and to have people watching and supporting it. It means a great deal. So I hope you're okay wherever you are. Whatever journey you're on, whatever struggles you have. I hope you feel love and connection. And I hope that this show brings you some relief or some joy or some amusement or some distraction from whatever troubles are out there. And I really appreciate you being here. I know it does all those things for me and a whole lot more. So thank you. And with that, we'll wrap this up here. Do this song, singing it. After all these years of running around, flying high and falling down, the time's come at last to rest my heart and ease my path. I'm gonna leave these blues behind for some other fool to find. You won't care and I don't mind. Have me, baby. Have me, baby. Darling, don't you cry tonight. The moon is full and the world is right. I've loved more than my share. I took the pain and I called it fair. So I'm gonna lay down all my fears. My highway shoes and my rambling tears. They can shout it down the line. I can't lose what was now. Better than some, little harder than most. We left a mark on every town. We chased the dream, we stood our ground. But I can't do those things no more. And not the way I done before. The same winds that brought me through can take me back the same way too. After all these years of running around, I'm flying high and I'm falling down. Well, the time has come at last to rest my heart and ease my past. I'm gonna leave these blues behind for some other foe to find. He won't care and I don't mind. Hide me, babe, hide me. Alright everybody, well thank you so much. It sounds like we might have had some sound issues here at the end, if it's still even happening. I'm not quite sure where we are, but thank you for sticking with us. I hope you had a good time, and I'm looking forward to next week. Episode 47 next Tuesday. We'll be right back here. Thank you. One more time, Adam Landry, Allison Moorer, Eli Carll. Thanks, Carl. Alone Together Tuesday family. Thank y'all. See you soon. Thanks.
We good? Yeah. Okay. I was mistaken, my dear. There was never any reason to be cruel to you. Your heart is breaking, I fear, and I wish there was some little thing that I could do. I know perhaps it seems to you as if I didn't care, and I hate it's me who showed you that the world ain't always fair. Can't take it back and make it better, and no words will explain the choices that I made along the way. Stood by through all kinds of weather. With my new clarity, I can see you deserved so much better. I was selfish and certain that the world would understand, and I never realized what it means to be a man. So I left you with excuses and a debt I can't repay for the choices that I made along the way.